Greetings Earthlings and welcome back to Watchcastage. This is going to be a quick walkthrough and tutorial of the Casio Module 3229. That is the module or the movement that is in the G-Shock DW5600E-1V. First, let's walk through all of the features that you have. You obviously have the timekeeping mode. You have a single alarm on this, no multiple alarms. You have a countdown timer, you have a chronograph or a stopwatch, and that is it. Let me go ahead and zoom in and let's discuss this homepage. Obviously, you have the hours, the minutes, and the seconds. Directly above the seconds, you have a little icon which indicates the screen will flash when your alarm goes off. You have the month, the day of the month, the day of the week. You have an AM or PM indicator. This will disappear in 24-hour mode. Directly above that, you have a bell. This indicates hourly chimes. And the last icon you have, this indicates that you have the alarm turned on and it will sound at the next time your alarm is set. Now let's talk about setting the time, the date, and the day of the week. In order to do this, you're going to press and hold the upper left-hand button. This can be a little bit finicky. That is by design. You'll know you're in the time setting mode once digits start to blink. If you want to switch between 12 and 24-hour time, you will press the lower right-hand button. You can see now we have a little indicator that says 24 hours. To go back to 12-hour in time setting mode, press the lower right-hand button again. Now, if we want to adjust the figure that is blinking, we will press the upper right-hand button. This will reset the minutes to the nearest, or the seconds to the nearest minute. To jump to the next figure, we press the lower left-hand button. Now, to move that forward, upper right-hand button. Now it's 10:46. Again, lower left-hand button. Now we're adjusting minutes. Upper right-hand button moves that forward. Then press it again. Now we are adjusting the year. So it's 2023. I'm going to hate myself for doing this, but now it is 2026. I'll have to fix that later. August. Now it's September. Now it is September 1st. And that is all you can adjust in the time setting mode. Once you're done, press the upper left-hand button again. And once the figures stop blinking, if you can actually press the button, which they make it extremely difficult. Come on. Now the time is set. Now let's go ahead and jump to the first mode. We have the alarm. To set this, you will use the exact same function. Press and hold the upper left-hand button to adjust. Upper right-hand button will go ahead and progress that digit forward. Lower left-hand button will go ahead and move over to the next digit. Now we can adjust the minutes. Again, now we can adjust the month that this will occur in because we can set this to occur every single day, which will be when this is blank, 8:17 a.m. every day the alarm will go off. If we only want the alarm to go off in January, that's all we need to do. If we want it to go off January 15th, we'll go ahead and progress this forward. And now this alarm will only go off on the 15th of January. So you can set this to be every day within a single month, or on a very specific day, just a single day. That's how specific you can get. And that is all the function that you have in the alarm. When you're done, press and hold the upper left-hand button again. When the digits stop blinking, if you can press the button, now you are done setting the time. To turn on or off the alarm, you need to be on the alarm page, but do not be in the time setting mode. You can see that we do not have any icons in the upper left-hand corner. If we press the upper right-hand button once, now we have a little radar looking thing. That means the alarm is on. Press it again. Now we just have the bell icon. That means the hourly chime is on. Every time it reaches the top of the hour, we will get a little beep. Press it one more time. Now we have the alarm and the hourly chime. Press it one more time. Nothing is turned on. Okay, now we're done with the alarm, so let's press the lower left-hand button. This will take us back to the timekeeping mode. The next mode we have is going to be the countdown timer, and this is going to use the same functionality which you are very familiar with by now. Press and hold the upper left-hand button, and when you are in the setting mode, the digits will blink. Upper right-hand button will progress that forward. Our countdown timer is now 4 hours and 1 minute. Lower left-hand button progresses to the next digit. You can use the upper right-hand button, progress that forward, 4 hours, 4 minutes. And you can even do seconds. You also have an additional feature on this module, and that is to auto-repeat the countdown timer. So when you are in this time setting mode, hit the lower right-hand button. You will see that right above the minutes, it says auto. That means that once this countdown timer is finished, it will start counting down automatically again. Let's go ahead and demo that. So I set a timer for 10 seconds. I have auto on. To start the timer, I will press the countdown timer. I will press the upper right-hand button. Starts counting down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can see that it automatically starts counting down again. So if you're doing reps, if you're exercising, this can be a very useful feature. You could also see very lightly the screen flashing because I have the screen flash alarm turned on. And while this is happening, if you want it to stop, upper right-hand button stops it, and then to reset it, upper left-hand button will reset that. That is it for the timer. Let's go ahead and jump back. This will take us to the timekeeping page. Press the lower left-hand button again. The last feature that we have is the stopwatch. In order to start this, you will press the upper right-hand button. Okay. In order to stop it, upper right-hand button again. And in order to clear it, upper left-hand button. You can also do split timing, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and start it again. Upper right-hand button. And while this is running, we will use the upper left-hand button. Let's press that once. You can see it says split. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit more and bring it closer. Right above the seconds, it says split. So you would want to mark down what this time is if you want to keep track. In order to clear this split, press the upper left-hand button again. And this is the current time. It has not stopped. You can keep doing this as much as you want. There you go. 31 seconds, 81 1/100ths of a second. To clear it, again, upper left-hand button, and now you are back in the unstopped chronograph. To stop it, upper right. To clear it, upper left. That is the chronograph. Back to the home page, the timekeeping page. The last feature that we have to cover is the lighting on this watch. This uses an electroluminescent backlight, and in order to engage that, you just press and hold the lower right-hand button. I will show you in the dark, but just so you can see what I'm doing, pressing and holding that lower right button, it will turn on the backlight and you can read it in the dark. You can also turn on this little flashing indicator, which is directly above the seconds. That means that when the alarm goes off, the screen will flash. In order to do that, you press and hold the upper right-hand button. Now it is off. And now it is on. Now here is the backlight. I pressed it and it stays on for a few seconds, but if I press it and hold it, it will stay on as long as I'm holding that button. That is the backlight. It is just fantastic, incredibly easy to read. One of the best nighttime reading experiences on any watch. Now I'll show you the alarm flashing light thing. So I have the countdown timer running. Let's go ahead and see if it is still in focus when the light comes back on. There you go. You get a little bit of a flash. So in case you want that, it's not the most helpful. Not going to wake you up out of the dark. But it gives you something to see, catches your attention a little bit. Now I'm going to share a couple of specs. I'm going to read a little bit more information about the module so you can understand it a touch better. As far as the accuracy, Casio quotes it at plus or minus 15 seconds per month. I found mine getting +4 per month, so significantly better. The calendar on this thing is a perpetual calendar, so you don't have to reset it every single leap year, and it is good through 2099. The countdown timer does up to 24 hours. The stopwatch is up to 24 hours as well. The battery used in this is the CR2016. And Casio quotes the battery life of this thing at 2 years, assuming 3.5 seconds display illumination and a 20-second alarm per day with the flash alert enabled. And as I already mentioned in the lighting portion, this uses the electroluminescent backlight as opposed to the LED or the micro light on some of the other Casios. There you go. That's the complete walkthrough and tutorial for this movement. I think I covered every single feature on this thing. If you found it useful, give me a thumbs up. If you thought it sucked, give me a thumbs down. And I will see you on another time whenever I decide to make another one of these videos. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Whoa. Whoa. Boop.